Hello. Today I'd like to walk you through some of the enhancements made to NikeTeam.com to add artwork management as well as order capture onto NikeTeam.com. The goal is to bring all activities related to creating Nike custom uniforms onto one platform. So I'm going to walk through a few slides to demonstrate at a high level some of the enhancements that have been made, and then I will click over to the website to walk you through a real-time demo of these activities. Here are some of the key features that were recently implemented on the NikeTeam.com. The first being the concept of a role-based login. So when you log on to NikeTeam.com, your username will now have added significance. Each user needs to have certain roles assigned to that username so that they're able to perform the functions that we've implemented on the website. We'll walk through what those are in greater detail as we get into the next few slides. But this is the cornerstone of the recent updates. And you will need to contact your team customer service rep to get those roles assigned to your username. Artwork management. We have allowed the capability now to upload artwork, so custom logos or custom word marks, onto the website for use while designing your custom uniforms online. These files are then passed to the factory automatically when the order is submitted. Order capture, we've also taken the rostering and the actual order submission process from Nike.net and put it onto NikeTeam.com so that you can complete your entire process on one website. Fill-in order capability. So for those orders that have been entered on NikeTeam.com, going forward, creating a fill-in order for those uniforms will be as simple as a click of a button. You will no longer need to recreate designs and work with the factory offline to get a fill-in order created. So we'll again walk through that with you in greater detail as we get further into the presentation. Capacity management. This is a new feature that we have not rolled out, but it is available when the business decides to leverage it. The concept here is that we could put a capacity cap on a given style for a certain ship window in the event that we ran into capacity issues. Again, we're not leveraging this right now, but you do need to be made aware of it as it does impact your order submission process. So the roles that you will need to create your design are going to be the artwork uploader and artwork selector role. So the artwork uploader role will allow you to upload SVG files, that's a type of artwork file, into the database. And this role will also allow you to look at other files that have been uploaded by people within your same dealership. Artwork selector is the role that you'll need to be able to use those logos on the builder. And I'll walk through this in detail, but just know that when you request your user account to be set up, that you request the artwork selector and the artwork uploader roles to be assigned to your username. Here are some high-level notes just for future reference around what's going to be required of the artwork files that you're uploading. They do need to be saved in the NikeTeam colors. There is a color palette available for download on the website. I will show you where to access that. They need to be saved in 5 colors or less. And for logo locations smaller than 3x3, they need to be 3 colors or less. The system will limit those artwork choices for you based on the size of the location. But just know that you cannot upload any artwork that has greater than 5 colors. It does need to be in SVG format. This is a scalable vector graphic file format, but it's written in HTML, which is the same language that our website is written in. This allows us to scale the graphic depending on the location that you've selected it for. And then your file does need to be under 20 megabytes. So this will walk through step-by-step how to upload artwork. Again, I will click over to the website and do an online demo, but this is for future reference should you need instruction further down the road. So when you log on to NikeTeam.com, you will now see an artwork link because your username is now associated with the artwork capability. So you click on the artwork link, click on the Upload Artwork button. This will take you to a Browse section on your computer to access the file from. And here's the button to download the color palette I mentioned earlier. So again, you'll select the file from your computer. It will be pulled onto this form, at which point you can select the background color just for ease of viewing. But then you would want to name your file, potentially assign it a sport or a school or team name. These two fields are optional. It does help for future recall if you give it as much detail as possible. And then you would submit your artwork. The artwork does take a few minutes to make it through the entire system so that you can leverage it on the builder. I would give yourself 30 minutes to be safe. Typically, it only takes about 10 minutes to make it through. All right, so now that your artwork has been uploaded, you've waited, the artwork has been ready to use, you can then click over to the builder, and as you're designing your uniform, you'll now see the browse button here because you've got the artwork selector role. So when you're selecting, in this example, the custom word mark, you'll see your select button here. When you click it, it's going to take you to a list of the artwork files that you've uploaded on NikeTeam.com. You can select which artwork file you're interested in and click Apply Artwork. This will then display the graphic on the avatar in the location that you've selected it for. All right, so now that you've designed your uniform, you can then save it to your locker so that your internal group can then grab it and create the sales order for you. So to do that, you would simply go down and click the Save button when you're done designing your uniform, and then save it to your locker. You can also save it to TeamSpace if you so desire. But in this example, we're going to save it to your locker because as soon as a design is saved to your locker, you can access it at any time, and the UD number does stay the same. You can give your design a name, and when you click Save to My Locker, you will then be able to click on your locker icon in the upper right-hand corner of the screen and note the design that you've got saved there for future reference. You can then email it or share it via PDF, however you like, from your locker. All right, so with that, I'm actually going to click over to the website now and walk through some of those steps that I just described. So this is what people are used to seeing today. There are simply 4 options here. I'm going to log in, and because I've been set up with the added roles that our website now allows, I see additional options here. So the first thing I will point out is this Order Deadlines page. This is where you can now go and view the order deadlines that are available and the applicable discounts, if there are any. So if you scroll down through this page, you'll see the digital baseball fast pitch, basketball, and so on. If there were discounts, they'd be called out here. And if there was a capacity cap, as I mentioned earlier, it would be called out here. But we are not using that at this time, so that is why it's blank. Let's get down here to the category that actually has some discounts. All right, so modified baseball fast pitch. If I were to enter an order today, I would get a May 1 ship date and a 5% discount. If you're interested in seeing the style numbers that are associated with a certain category, you can click the Show Styles button and it'll give the list. All right. And scroll back up to the top here. So to upload artwork, click the Artwork button as the slide deck indicated. You can browse for artwork. As I mentioned earlier, these are all the files that we've uploaded. Anybody in my dealership can see the artwork files that I uploaded, and conversely, I can see the artwork files that anyone in my dealership had uploaded. I can either show the ones that just I uploaded, or all of them, or by date. You can filter by sport. This is why I encourage everybody to use as much detail as possible. Or you can show them all. And of course, you can search by the file name if you know it. So here's where you go, the Upload Artwork button, to upload new artwork. Select File to browse to your computer. I'm going to look for the SVG file. Notice it brings it into my viewer. If I were to change the background color here, this is not going to be sent to the factory. This is just simply for ease of viewing. Team has what looks like a white outline there, so it might be easier to see on different shades. The black outline, as you'll see, disappears unless I change my viewing to gray. All right, I'm going to name the file, give it a sport, tool and submit artwork. You will get a confirmation page back that says it's been submitted, and an email will be returned to you when it's ready for use in the builder. If I click my back to all artwork here, I can continue to add artwork files, but I wanted to point out this is where you would download the color palette if you need it. And here again is a reminder on the requirements for the artwork. Now, once you submit artwork, you'll see this image unavailable until the image has made it through the systems internally here. This is just indicating that we've received your artwork and it's still in process. So as soon as you do receive your email that your artwork is ready to be processed, you can go ahead and create a design. All of our styles that offer custom logos according to the catalog, you will be able to apply a WordMarker logo to here. I'm just going to select the first avatar for purposes of the demo. Wait for it to return the uniform here. Right. So in this example, I'm going to go ahead and apply a custom word mark here. Let's see, I'm going to go to my name and number layout section. Let's select the custom word mark with front and back number. So I will see the dimensions here as I currently do, but now notice I have an additional browse box here. So I'm going to go ahead and select. I didn't like how that looked. I'm going to select a different word mark. So this location is being maxed. The graphic is going to be maximized to the dimensions of the box here. So it should scale according to the factory specs. I also want to select an additional logo. So if you click the custom artwork button here at the bottom or use your cursor here, you can go through and select additional logos versus the replacement type. So I'm going to go ahead and select the right sleeve custom logo option. And you will see it displayed here on the avatar. Yes, you can see that displayed. All right, so now my order is ready to, or my design is ready to save. So I'm going to go ahead and save to my locker. Give this a name. Now, if I were to click my locker icon up here in the upper right, I should be able to view that design and share it to my internal partners if I need to, or save it. I can do whatever I need to do with this UD going forward. All right, so that's really all there is to it. I wish everybody the best of luck in designing their custom uniforms. Have a great season, everybody.